It's raining and our truck's full of dynamite.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It feels
better.
less dangerous.
But there might be ball lightning.
The dynamite is going to a place called Sierra Vista.
Oh, Mountain View.
Look, what? Oh my god.
Well,
This box is a little too happy to have dynamite inside it.
This is off to a perplexing start.
And this street lamp is giving me trouble, so I'm gonna make a maneuver. Hi, Isaac. How are you doing?
Oh my god, Josh. Let's not talk about how I'm doing. The less we talk about how I'm doing, the better.
All right. Here's how I'm doing. I spent the past couple of weeks glued, fucking burying myself, suffocated by
Up to his very neck.
puzzle games.
Yeah.
Nothing but puzzle games. I talked a little bit about The Witness on a recent Trex. Talked about the aesthetics of The Witness. But what I'm here to talk about is the effort of getting better at puzzle
You
games.
should turn on your windshield wipers.
You're so right.
That's
You know
not
what?
doing
I can't remember the button to turn on my windshield
Oh boy,
wipers.
it's going to be a really damp truck.
there you go.
I knew you could.
Yeah. So,
Are you able to make them go faster?
maybe. Yes.
Yes, there you go.
You know what? You know what though? I bet I could drive like this.
I know, but it's going to be like as if people were on a
Wait, I don't have a way to actually turn them all the way off.
low-res truck stream.
Maybe the fucking maybe the gooey water effect is what they want to see. It makes the game a tiny bit more photorealistic because of the extra layer of visual noise.
Wow, that's a. I have to wrap my brain. I'm gonna have to think. Much like you do in puzzle games, bodily dragging the trucks back.
We're
Theme.
both tired, you guys.
When are we ever not both tired? I'm gonna die.
Sometimes, well, we're all gonna die.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, yes.
Getting better at puzzle games. So I'm on the record as like really liking the feeling of getting stuck in the puzzle, right? You encounter the infinite that way. You come face to face with something you don't understand, and you can appreciate a unique kind of what? Isaac is doing things with the things on my desk. You can appreciate a unique kind of aesthetic beauty that's to be encountered in that very situation. But after a while, that's not enough. After a while, you start to think. You see your friend Isaac, who's much better at the puzzle games and solves them all a lot quicker than you, and you start thinking like, what's his brain got that mine doesn't? Why does my brain work slowly? I'm supposed to be a smart enough person. How come I can't work through this problem? It's just a bunch of simple variables, that wonderful enigma becomes just a terrible brick wall that you smack face into, right?
I'll take your word for it.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. No, you know. Don't pretend you don't know. You've been playing the sausages, Isaac.
I have been playing the sausages. I got right up to the brick wall and the sausages pretty quickly. I have to tell you.
We'll address that later, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I've had some encouraging. It's not even raining anymore.
Yeah.
I've had some encouraging times in the puzzles lately. I've been just playing mostly puzzle games for the past couple weeks. Isaac and I beat the challenge on stream, and then I did it again later solo.
Yeah.
Which, feels really good.
Yeah, good to mention that.
And but you start to, I'm also Square Cells, I've been playing just a bunch of them, and why do I get the feeling like you're humoring me here, Isaac?
I don't understand why you would think that I was doing that. I'm doing my very best to act interested.
Aw.
Go ahead.
Okay. I've lost my train of thought. Well, you start to, after really plugging away at these things, you start to identify some tools, some mental tools, right?
Okay.
You start to, what, Isaac? This is the opposite of helpful.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. Mental tools, you say?
Yes.
Tell me about these mental tools.
Yes, okay. It starts off. You start off identifying your bad habits, right? You catch yourself. For so long while playing puzzles, I was catching myself trying things over and over after firmly identifying that they didn't work. But it's a matter of expressing to yourself clearly why it doesn't work, what aspect of what you're trying doesn't work. You know what I mean? So essentially, it's learning the rules of the game. Yeah, in a way, but it's not just learning the rules of the game. It's also, yes, but even after you know the rules, like in a game like Hex Cells or Square Cells, I mean, Hex Cells doesn't have that particular interaction. You can't try a thing and have it not work and then, try it again in that particular game, because once you try the thing that doesn't work, you find out what the answer was all along. But in The Witness, it is a matter of like, I drew this line before and it isn't working, but why specifically isn't working? So yeah, you can put that in terms of learning the rules of the game. But what I found in my process was that even after I sort of had a wispy, airy sense of why it wasn't working, it isn't really until I could put it in language to myself why it wasn't working.
Okay.
That I could actually internalize it.
So articulating the rules of the game.
Yeah. And like what I find is that this is going to be kind of a very obvious statement, but what I find it helpful to keep in mind is that in every puzzle, what you're working on is figuring out what must be the case and what must not be the case. Mm-hmm. And those two things can kind of blur together in an unhelpful way. So this leads us to Steven's sausage roll, yeah? And,
fair enough.
And take that first island of Steven's sausage roll. All those puzzles are about misdirection. They're about... there's only a few ways you can move those sausages, and usually there's some sneaky way in which you can move the sausage also, which doesn't at first seem useful, but then at some point you figure out why it's useful, right? And you figure out, if this must not be the case, and this must be the case, then the only thing it's left for me to do is this, right?
It's about collapsing the possibility space. Like,
right.
You learn fairly quickly that there are certain things that are game overs.
Yeah.
Like if you shove a sausage one half sausage length off the edge of the map when there are no outcroppings you can use to retrieve the sausage, then you've already lost. And so you collapse the possibility space by removing all of the moves that would result in that happening. And then you note that if you have browned the sausage on one side on a particular grate, you are going to have to brown it on the other side on a different grate, which means that you can remove all of the things that are around that, and so on and so on. Or you're going to have to do shenanigans with it, which you learn more about later on in the game. But the rules of the hard and fast rules that apply to every sausage situation reveal themselves to you without the game ever teaching you them, because this is not a game that teaches you.
It's very elegant stuff. And in general, this is true in Steven's Sausage Roll and in almost every puzzle game. The rules of good puzzle design necessitate that there's a relatively small possibility space in a given puzzle, right? That like you can only nudge that sausage so many times before it's in an unrecoverable position. Yep. Whether it's because it's up against the water or because it makes this other sausage unworkable in some way.
Yes.
And then you get to a puzzle called The Great Tower.
Yep. And, you certainly do.
Yes, and okay, so this is a puzzle. Increpair has done this before. This is a puzzle that intentionally breaks this rule. It is the opposite. It's a puzzle which there's just too many sausages in too wide a place with too many things. Yeah,
and it has dynamics that you have, like multiple dynamics that you have not interacted with at all up to this point.
Right.
Like not just one thing that you have not seen the sausages do yet. Like I think there are 3 distinct things that happen in this level.
You have to learn the way the sausages behave when they're stacked on top of each other, when they're stacked on top of you.
Yep.
And
also what happens when you are on top of the sausages.
Yeah, that's true. You don't encounter that before.
Yep. So, and you've encountered a maximum of 3 sausages per level up to this point. There are 10? I think there are 10.
It's a fucking Jenga tower of sausages.
And it's not like you can leave this behind and then go on to later levels, because you have to clear all the levels on a given island before you can get... There isn't like a point or a star system like there is on your Square Cells or what have you.
In English Country Tune, Increpair's last commercial puzzle game, there's a similar event, not exactly the same, but similar, where one of the rule sets that exists in that game is you're a little flippy square, right, on a 3-dimensional plane, organized into a grid. And one of the rules is as you move around this shape, you leave a barrier behind you, and you need to occupy every square with a barrier. Kind of a familiar framework for a puzzle, right?
Yeah.
And later on, it introduces only one side of your square leaves the barrier behind.
Yeah.
Okay, so not only is there...
Which makes things exponentially more difficult.
It's true.
Yeah.
But get this. There is not an introductory puzzle to this mechanic.
It just happens.
It asks you to design a shape which is workable for this mechanic.
That's the first thing that it has you do with this mechanic.
Yes.
I mean, that the game has successfully demonstrated that, or demanded that you understand this thing before you move on.
Yes.
It's not teaching you, but it has... that was a stop sign in name only right there.
It ceases to be a puzzle and becomes an engineering problem.
Exactly, which you didn't sign up for. I mean, that's the thing, right? It's like, I like games that abuse me emotionally. Mm-hmm. And I like games that manipulate the parts of me that can't stop pressing the button for rewards. And I like games that simulate the continuous barrage of diminishing returns that make up my life. Yeah. But I do not like games that take the piss. This game takes the piss.
I sure do, though. But you can't deny that it's compelling.
I mean, no, it's extremely compelling.
You're not going to be happy until you...
the reason that it's taking the piss is that I want to play more of the puzzles that I can do. Yeah. And I can't until I solve the tower. Right. And the act of looking up how to solve the tower,
I gotta tell you,
would be
it's a curse.
An enormous karmic.
I did it once. We
punishment.
We did a Mumble Squad about one of the puzzles that takes place after the Great Tower.
But you never solved the Great Tower.
I never solved the Great Tower, and guess what? I didn't solve a single puzzle after the Great Tower. And what that means is
you fail to understand the concept, which the Great Tower demands that you understand.
Right. Yes. And
the Great Tower is such a potent metaphor. It's like also one of the only levels that is the name of it is literally what it is. Like the other levels are mostly like cute, you know.
Yeah. The sort of the name of the little bit of landscape that the puzzle is on.
Yeah, cute little poetic things. But no, the Great Tower is a giant fucking tower of sausages, which you have to grill.
And I got to tell you, the game mechanically punishes you for this too. Every time I loaded up my file, it only creates a new checkpoint after you beat a puzzle. So my only checkpoint was after beating the Great Tower. So I had to nudge the little sausage into place every single time to get me to the next island.
Yeah, which is tedious. So yeah, there you go, man. God, it's the sight of it. The sight of that tower is burnt into my brain.
Yeah, no, talk about pure dread.
I can practically see it before my eyes right now. This may look like a pleasant rural highway, but superimposed directly in the middle of it is a giant pile of sausages.
What happened?
I don't want to do this, Josh. I don't want to do this. I've spent too much time doing this already. Will you look at this?
Isaac.
Look, will you look at this?
Isaac. I've been stuck on this puzzle for over a year.
Oh my God, Josh. So I can share that. It's like there was a guy in our Discord who has beat Steven Stotts Drill and is awfully casual about that, you know. And it's like I feel deep in my heart space that once I understand what this level is trying to get at, there must be a thing which makes it less fucked than it must be, than it is, you know. There must be that thing. It's like, I don't even know. How do you cook them? How do you cook them on both sides of it? You can't physically touch anything adjacent to any of the grill spaces. How do you roll the sausage across the grills?
Okay. So
it doesn't make any sense.
There's two problems, right? There's two separate problems, each of which has to be repeated 4 times.
Correct.
That's the lower sausage and the upper sausage.
Yes.
The lower sausage you must have to do by getting it in here, and that'll be necessary just for crossing this.
Right.
And then I betcha you stand on top of it and roll it, right?
Yeah, that's what you would have to do. That's part of the. No, you're right. That absolutely is how I do it. So let's just for the sake of argument isolate a single horizontal sausage from the pile
Yes.
and
Get it where
it needs to be. Stick it in the hole. Roll it all the way into the hole, and then climb the ladder. Sizzle, sizzle. No, you want to roll it all the way in.
All the way in.
So that both sides are cooked.
Right.
There.
Yes,
And now
okay.
over
So,
here,
yes.
onto the thing. Stand on it. Back up, and there you go. A cooked sausage.
And you must, this is where it gets really hellish. You must have to synchronize that and use this position.
To grill the upper ones.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And of course, this is completely bracketing the fact that we need to manipulate this tower in such a way.
That we get that we are able to roll the sausages onto that point. So the sausages are going to have to be on the second level.
Yeah. So
in order for that to work.
I think we can begin working on that problem once I understand what I don't understand right now which is how the hell do you even get a sausage onto the second level? Is that something you've managed to make happen at any point?
Get a sausage onto the second level?
Yeah.
Well, the sausage already has to be on the second level in order for you to get the sausage on the second level. To wit, you have to get the tower all the way over there without. Here, let's trade seats for a second.
Sure.
So, it might behoove us to tackle the vertical grills first, even though they're the ones that we can't see very well. So I discovered that there is a way to just move the tower entire.
Oh, yeah?
You push that one, you push this one.
Oh. You can only do it.
Push that one.
You can only do that in
push
correspondence with the way the bottom sausages are pointing.
This is why we're doing up first.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
You push that, you push this, push that, push this. Push that. Then you push this. Oop. And then I'm going to roll the whole shebang over to the left.
Okay. Yeah, you got one.
So I got one. Which means that I can, theoretically, if I were to say do this,
you can cross over.
I can cross over, and then what happens if I do that? Nope. What happens if I do that? Well, I've got a single sausage on the top tier now.
You've also got one on your fork, and I don't think you're ever gonna.
No, I don't have one on my fork.
Oh,
see?
I don't understand when that doesn't happen.
I didn't press into it.
Okay.
So,
is this workable?
So, like, I understand how to do that once, you know? Well, let's see here. So,
can we get that one over to the right, where you are now, in any way?
I think that we would have to then push the whole shebang in this direction,
yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. Like so. And then push this one into its gap, like so. Oh, no. It's not that one.
One space over to the left.
One more space over, like shaboom. Then
well, that mechanism was fascinating. The two sausages rolled in opposite directions.
Yeah, and then that.
Yeah.
So,
is it just for safety's sake that we're not pushing these sausages in the extra space?
I suppose we could. Well, the thing is that I want this sausage was out the extra space so that I could have a place to stand in order to shove the sausage stack,
right,
if you will, onto the.
I guess my question now is I have two questions. I have many questions. In fact.
Okay. Tell me your many questions.
Question number one is: can you get that sausage on the second level to the right where you are right now? Question number two is: can you then replace it with another sausage? Question number three is: if not, can you get another one of those sausages on the tower into your current position instead?
Okay. So I think that at this point it behooves us to do this, right? So.
Yeah, I guess. I figure you might as well save that until the last possible second.
Well, the thing is that I can't get the aerial sausage onto the aerial sausage grilling platform without having a sausage in this space to roll it onto.
I'm sorry, run that by me one more time.
Okay, look. So the far L's
Yeah.
there are the aerial sausage grilling platform. There is a channel between the two. I will dunk these sausages in the water trying to get them there unless I have this sausage fully extended.
You're right.
So for example, like if I'm gonna do this, I have to do this, and then while that guy is over, and the problem is with getting that fully extended is that now I've fucked up my root back.
Yeah, you pushed it in at least one too far.
Yeah. So like undo. So, but I can't. But it doesn't do the thing that I need it to do unless it's already there. So really, what I need is another vertical sausage.
Show me why this fails. Can you get in there and just give it a nudge?
Sorry.
And
wrong
damn
one.
whatever happens to the tower.
Okay, so that's where it is now.
What if you go back, turn left, press left again, and nudge it this way. Press up.
And then
Just for theory's sake.
and then sploosh.
Well then, but now that you've done that, you could theoretically push that sausage in, or just leave it there until such time, or before you pushed it down, you could have pushed that sausage in. You see what I'm saying?
Doing these is two players. I'm sorry.
Okay, here,
what?
let me pick up this controller.
Okay.
You could, I think, in theory, do that.
Oh.
And no, that's unreachable.
Right. Exactly the problem.
Okay.
So like, you can't be in the place where they would need to. So you need another vertical sausage and so yeah, we'll need another vertical sausage down there already in order to do that.
Okay.
So I think that we may need to go further back than we've already gone.
Might as well just friggin' no. Don't reset it. Here, I'll go back a
no,
little
no, no,
ways.
no, no, no. Let me try. It's getting dark, which is one of those fun things that happens.
Yes.
Okay. So
that's interesting. What's happened over there?
yeah.
It almost looks like it could be good.
Well, unfortunately, we've put this
Yeah,
sausage in the
that's-
corner, where
I
we'll
know.
never recover. but-
Obviously, this is not the run, but
yeah, but I'm
It's a
This is
laboratory.
proof of concept right here.
yeah.
So, like, if, for example, but the thing is that once I have this guy in place, I can't get him out again, right?
Yeah.
So he's
don't-
doomed.
that you
And he's
can-
never getting grilled.
You're never gonna. That'll never be part
Yeah.
of it.
So that's not going to be the way it happens. I wonder.
What is there any way for? Okay, so you know how when I did this, that made it
Yeah, it makes it impassable.
yeah, but it happened differently that time.
It didn't.
It did. It was because this time it was on ground. Last time, I'm talking about the time it went up further, and the issue was that I couldn't push it.
Oh my god, talking about this in the
I know.
is so difficult.
I don't know. I'm just thinking. Is there any way? No, there isn't. That's the answer to my question.
Yep.
So, I don't know. You want to take a break from trying to solve this puzzle and talk about whether it could be construed as a bad puzzle?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna do some like random fucking around with this
Yeah.
in the meantime.
I mean, this looks like a promising maneuver. What
Yeah.
you just did.
I mean, I do like that as a concept, but now we are left without the
Of course.
possibility
We're completely fucked.
of anything else.
Hey, actually,
Yeah.
what was the order of operations between that sausage getting lodged in there, the one I'm pointing at, viewer, and
the left-hand upper sausage.
and that one getting stuck in the corner? Because if that one got stuck in the corner,
Okay, so this one got stuck in the corner at this point.
yeah,
If I, God, the thing about this game is that it's so goddamn difficult to.
that's what makes it next level. Is that your movement is also a puzzle.
Yeah, it's like, no.
A harmless stab.
Yeah. Okay, so is that in there already?
It is.
Okay, so we've already accomplished what we set out to accomplish, and nothing is stuck forever.
Yeah.
This one should probably go down here and become part of this structure at this point.
Yeah.
And these guys, the vertical ones here. Oh, nope, don't want to do that.
Well, no. Hold on.
No, we have too many vertical sausages on ground level at this point.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
There's no. It doesn't look like there's any resolving that at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately.
What if you push this with your body from?
I mean, that might have had the desired effect.
We're grasping at straws here, ladies and gentlemen, but
There's no way that I'm going to be able to get this to where I need it to be.
probably not.
God. This is so hard.
I think that everything on the top needs to be vertical, and everything on the left needs to be horizontal.
Horizontal? You think so?
No,
It doesn't follow. I mean, it's entirely. I mean, we know that at least some of them on that there need to be vertical, and some of them need to be horizontal. But it's just such a clusterfuck. Anyway, is this a good puzzle or not? That was the question.
Yeah.
Well, Jim. Well, Fred. I think that the answer to that question is that
it depends on how you define the word good.
it depends on
Yeah.
it depends. That's a thing. You know, I can do this. I can't get it off the fork again after that point.
Not when you're up there.
Not when I'm up there. No. Like, this game is the whole like cutesy theme of this game is meant to lull you into a false sense of security.
Is it?
Yeah,
I mean, the first Islands puzzles they're solvable, but they're unusually difficult for a puzzle game to open on.
Yeah. I didn't mean that in that sense necessarily. I meant that
the Great Tower. I love how it reminds you.
Yeah. I meant that I still think this has got to be the opening gambit.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
Unless the opening gambit is to slough off the top layer, or like.
I think if you do that, there's no way you're going to get enough sausages onto the top layer anymore, right? Of the landscape.
Okay, how about this, right? Yeah, no.
There's
at that point, you're screwed. So.
Is there another maneuver once you've only nudged those first bits off? I don't think so.
I don't think so either, because you'll need unentrapped horizontal. Or will
so
you?
Hey, I mean,
you know, but like no, clearly
if you
we are having enough fun with this that it's not
a bad puzzle.
Not a bad puzzle.
And we seem to be collapsing the possibility space.
Yeah, I mean we are.
It's a laborious
with
task.
With a little bit more, you know, with a little bit more chutzpah, you know.
Do you think this looks possible?
Audience.
Actually, kind of, yeah.
So like,
if you then no, because you're never gonna. I was thinking if you.
I got a sausage in my head.
The sausage hat.
Yeah, no, this is like it's the hat of shame, because there's no way of getting that fucker off my head. I mean, no, I'm on top of a sausage.
Okay. I think here. Let me rewind to a point that I think was germane. Before all this nonsense, back when things were serious around here, I think even this is an unrecoverable situation, right? Because there's no getting these ones like directly above my noggin anywhere useful. If you do this, they just fall down.
Yeah.
So I think we can say somewhat safely that this is the opening.
That the multiple vertical poke technique is the way to kick things off.
Which is it's a comforting piece of knowledge.
Right. We have officially solved the very first step.
I gotta tell you, that's how most of the harder puzzles in The Witness get solved at first, and then I think we can be pretty confident that also this
that's the next step.
Yeah,
I mean, it's entirely. I think it's probably going to work better than the alternative, which is to try to shove the left one in by itself
all the way in, and then I guess you could do this, but that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, that doesn't feel correct to me. I think that it is a truth universally acknowledged that a man. Anyway, the next step will be like to fucking figure out what the deal is with the L-shaped grills on the top tier.
Too many, and also corner. And
yeah.
However, in theory, couldn't you?
No, you're screwed at that point.
Yeah.
You've got a sausage in the corner.
Yeah, but I could get that out of the corner.
Oh, with the skewer.
Yeah. I could get all these out of the corner.
That's a good point. I think you might be onto something, or you might have been onto something.
That still feels sort of
Where does this guy go though?
I mean, I can.
We've got the.
You're right.
We got the too many
After
sausages on the bottom shelf problem.
Yeah,
at
this
this point.
we previously determined that this was not.
Yeah,
general
there
word.
have to be at least 4 sausages on the top tier. So, like
True.
again, we figure out these rules,
Right.
you know, which is great because there's no way to elevate a sausage.
So many phrases. I love. My favorite thing about this game is all the stupid things it makes you say about sausages, including like that we're commiserating about our efforts to beat Steven's sausage roll. Right?
Yeah.
It seems like that's the big joke here.
Oh my God. Well, we made some progress today. I think we've established a couple of bona fide, rules. I think that we're going to. So the shape of these L's means that those do. It does have to be all vertical sausages on the top. I'm realizing.
Yeah, there's earlier puzzles that introduced that grill shape.
Because the only way to grill
is to nudge it up.
To grill the hole is to nudge both sides up off of the one L, and then to do exactly that, and then to move it over onto the other L,
right?
Which we're going to have to do via.
Which I've made it impossible to do in this case. But
but like so. God, that's the real kick in the anus.
Wait, we did one earlier. How did we do that again?
How did we do what?
We fully cooked a sausage.
Oh yeah, no, I'll show you how we fully cook a sausage. I'll show you how we fully cook a sausage. We fully cooked this sausage. I think we got it all the way over there, or did we? No, we didn't fully cook a sausage.
Yeah, we did. It was the first thing we did. We can go back and watch.
Oh, that's why. This side.
It's different.
Is different. You have a place to stand here.
That's going to matter a lot.
Yeah.
That's going to be key to the final solution.
I think we're going to have to. Don't say final solution.
To the final answer.
We're going to have to start here, right? Like we're going to have to. Once we get the 2 vertical guys in place over there, we're going to have to fucking
go all the way over. We're going to have to do some schlepping.
Yeah, you have to get to schlepping, man. But yeah, you have in order to do this sausage maneuver, you're going to have to get the vertical sausage. You're going to have to stand on this sausage and shove the vertical sausage onto there, and then while standing on the sausage here, push the sausage onto the grill to fully cook it. So the second sausage has to be in place and all the way up the shaft in order for you to fully cook it. Which means we really do have to start on the horizontal side, because there's no way to start the process from here because of that missing extra piece.
Okay, I mean, we have to start there, but that doesn't...
Yeah, that doesn't mean the sausage has to start there, but we have to start there.
Yes.
Which means that this has to be... this should be shoved all the way in to start.
So there's I really like this.
Yeah. All the way in, I would say.
That is all the way.
No, it isn't.
What?
Poke.
Oh, wait. Well, how come I can't do that with my
Because
back?
there's water. You can't walk on water.
Yeah, obviously.
So yeah. So that needs to be there waiting for, and then we can address the problem of how to get the fucking sausages on it from the other side.
I want to barf.
Yeah. So I think that this episode is now long enough. Thank you for getting me engaged, which took me a while. I think we ought to go get snacks after this. I need sugar.
I need to take an insulin injection.
Yeah. So
I need to stab the sausages in anger.
Mm-hmm.
So much blood. They have an infinite amount of blood. Big sausages.
All right. One more thing.
Yeah.
One more. I'm gonna do a crack. See, this is a good puzzle.
It is a good puzzle.
We're actually making progress here. It's that, you know what the exciting thing is, right? And this is the thing where you have to like. It's good that this happens at this point in the game, because if this happened too early, people would be like, "Fuck it." But you've acquired a taste for sausage at this point.
Yes.
Right? Oh wait, we decided that doesn't work.
Yeah,
My bad.
Zip.
Zip. So, and the feeling of doing a maneuver that's
not right, is it?
I think it is.
Did we figure that we had to do it more in this kind of way? I don't know. You do it.
Let me figure it. Let me figure my shit out.
I'm
here.
sorry for interrupting your train of thought.
It's okay. And then Yeah, and then like this, right, and then like this, right, and then we can go all the way over. And bat. Okay, I think I want to shove this all the way into the corner.
You start to talk about. Oh my god, that can't climb down maneuver. You start to talk about these sausages with the same kind of mythical reverence reserved for like the alphabet in Riven or Fez, the fucking monolith from Fez.
Yeah. All right. So then,
you do have 2 corner sausages, but for now they're still salvageable.
Yeah, that's not what I want to do. I want to do this.
Ooh.
And then I want to do this.
Back up. Can we avoid the hat? Oh, not when, it's because it needs to have that support. Otherwise, you're gonna
put this back.
You're gonna find yourself bound by the sausage hat.
Yeah, that's the worst. It's the worst when that happens. So maybe this. Ah!
That's interesting. That's interesting.
I think that may be the way to go.
It looks to me like you're about to wear
I'm about
a sausage
to wear a
hat.
sausage. Nope.
Oh.
No. See, if we understood the mechanics more thoroughly.
Push that one.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Is it now? Is that one recoverable still?
Hang on.
You just pushed.
Hang on. Let me give.
Yeah, it is.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This all feels like something.
Okay.
I don't know what. Definitely something.
So right. Oh fuck! I have to get off the fucking.
Yeah. Well, no. You can. Hey, no. Yeah. Push it. Just no. Turn. Go. Here. Let me do it. Not like that, right? Now you can.
Yes, perfect. That's exactly it. Okay. Oh my god, the blood is pumping. All right. So now it's time to deploy these sausages, which should go like this. Oh my god, I feel progress.
Oh my god.
All right. So the question then will be, all right, I need to get that vertical one off of those others without making me wear the sausage hat. You understand what I'm trying to say?
It's no. No.
Okay.
This might not quite be. Maybe.
Oh my god.
You can get over, climb that other ladder and push some stuff around.
Oh my god. And I don't think this is it.
It's we are so much closer than we were though.
Yeah. No, I can't get it back then.
What if you just is it hold on.
Oh yeah.
Just push that one up. Just push it up. Just push that one up. Just push it up. No, not like that. Not while also pushing another one. Just
this one?
Yeah.
I mean, it does need to go there eventually.
I think that if you hold on.
Yeah.
I believe that this one it's not fully squared away. But it could be. This is all for the sake of argument here. This is definitely not.
You'll cut off our path if you do that.
You're right.
I don't think you need to do that to do the maneuver that you're thinking of.
Okay, what do you have in mind?
I think first of all, I don't think that what we're trying to achieve here is in fact possible, unfortunately. I think that we need to break the stack in another way. I think we have to go all the way back and break the stack in another way.
That was beautiful in a way. That reverse maneuver was wonderful to behold.
So yeah, that's the problem, is the particular.
I'm not quite seeing why just yet. Okay,
oh god, the sausage is on my fork. Actually, as long as the sausage is on my fork, I'm gonna put it where it belongs.
Which one? Which one are you gonna give it to?
That one might as well. I'm sure we'll figure out why I shouldn't have done that, but there's no reason not to put those all the way in, is there?
I suppose not.
I mean, we'll find out if there was.
If you, I can't think of any possible reason. Where's that vertical one going that you're right next to?
Which vertical one?
The one that you're literally right next to.
It has to go here.
Oh, yeah.
It has to be on the other side of that sausage.
So is there any way to swap the positions of...
To swap the sausage positions?
Yeah.
I think there might be, actually. I have an idea about that. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me. I think this...
Sorry about all the pointing that we're doing for each other's benefit. Now if you get
all
off
the
on
way
the
over.
ladder...
Yeah, no. God, it's such a... I mean, say one thing about the big open space and the giant possibility space here. It is such a luxury to be able to go around the other side in this game.
It's true.
It's such a rare and wonderful
You're normally
thing
very constrained.
to be able to go around the other side. Now...
Even if it is accomplished with a complicated system of ladders.
Okay, we need to shove this one in one before this maneuver can be done. There we go. Zoot. Now.
Yeah, no, it's too
Problem
far.
town. Yeah. Oh no, I know it. No. Oh,
Was that always unrecoverably low down? Can I rewind a bit and see?
Yeah.
Because when it's there, you're not gonna nudge it out. There's no way, unless.
Oh no! I did the wrong thing.
Oh yeah.
I did the wrong thing by shoving it in. If I do this, I can shove them both in at the
That's
same
what
time.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I did exactly the wrong thing. So now I can go like that,
And climb up
and
the ladder and
then I
nudge
can
it
climb
when
up the ladder. I can go. Oh, you're kidding me! I can't.
Oh my God.
No! Yes. Okay. This goes here.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh God! But now I can't.
And you can push that one up.
This goes here,
Yeah. Now you can
and
almost
and
freely maneuver it.
I shove.
Push it down one and then go climb down the ladder.
Oh yes!
It's amazing.
Oh my God!
It's amazing.
Oh my God! All right. Shovety shove. Well, I don't even need to. Yeah. Okay. I do need to go and shove that one before any other such shenanigans, though, so that there's room for this to go all the way down.
Yeah.
So is that? Okay.
One more time.
Yeah. I was trying to remember where I put the other sausage because.
And then, yeah, one more down, and then you go climb.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, don't do exactly that thing that you just said.
No. That's the problem from before. You wanna.
No, that it isn't. This is correct.
Oh yeah, you're right because of the different landscape.
Right. And as we discussed before.
So can we cook all these sausages?
No. Can we cook all these sausages? Maybe. All right. So, fuck me in the butt.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If we just go back here and
repeat.
repeat the process from earlier by stacking the sausages on top of each other perfectly.
Yeah.
Too far. Here. Let me for a minute.
No, you got it. No. Yeah.
we're shoving each other around. What happens if we just now? Oh, it's gonna cause the same issue.
No. It's okay. There's a way around this. Sorry, I won't once again do that.
Okay. We've achieved some pleasing symmetry.
All right, now here's how this goes.
Yeah, that obviously needs to get pushed at least once. The thing is.
No. Oh no.
Yeah, right. Like we encountered a foreshadowing of this issue earlier.
Yeah. How do you stand on this sausage without? How do you stand on that sausage?
I mean.
Oh wait a minute.
Yeah.
I know how you stand on that sausage. This just has to be the very last thing that we do.
Okay. Earlier we decided that it had to be the first.
Oh no, you're right. It does have to be the first. No, we're good. We are good. So this goes like this. This goes like this. No, this goes like this. Then this goes like this.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, this goes like this. That's a fully cooked sausage.
And now you're gonna fully cook this one.
This is a fully cooked sausage.
Oh my god, it's happening. But now what about this?
I should have shoved this one in.
Yeah, you can do the same thing.
Yep. I need to shove them all in now for this to work. This needs to be shoved in. This needs to be shoved in.
Oh my god! Oh my
This
god! Oh
needs
my
to be
god! Oh my
shoved in.
god!
This needs to be shoved in. All right. Now, this is going to be a long episode, but it's going to be worth it. Right. So.
A little too over.
Thank God for the undo button, right?
Yeah, this looks like it's gonna work. I think it's actually gonna work. I foresee no issues.
I mean, every time you foresee no issues in Steven's Sausage Roll, something terrible happens.
But look at it.
I know, it's like a machine. It's beautiful.
We've uncovered the secret purpose of this landscape and why it's shaped the way it is. Oh my god. Oh, there's no way down.
No, there is.
What's the way down?
It's right here. Bro. It's right there, bro.
I can't believe what
Right
I'm
there,
seeing.
bro. It's right fucking there, bro. You can touch me.
Oh my god. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good night.
I can't believe I did that on your save file.
You can recreate it. You have a recording.
Yes, that's true. And I think I remember why it works.
Unbelievable.
Astonishing. The greatest episode of Trucks ever made.
Good night.